The Pentagon says American troops have killed a leading member of the so-called Islamic State group. Abdul Rahman al-Uzbeki was reportedly targeted during a commando raid near Mayadin in Syria. The Pentagon says al-Uzbeki was involved in plotting the New Year's Eve attack on a nightclub in Istanbul, which killed at least 39 people. Well, our correspondent in Washington, Laura Bicker, says it was quite a complicated operation.
The Pentagon's giving very little away at the moment. We know there are around 500 US troops in Syria. They mostly help out Kurdish and Arab forces, help train them, work alongside them. But we do know that there are some special operations forces, and on rare occasions they are tasked with targeting an individual, as in this case it seems. Now, it's very rare for us just to hear about it, but it's also very rare for these kind of ground troop attacks to take place because they involve an extra risk. The US usually prefers a drone attack, usually targeting a vehicle to minimise civilian casualties, and they usually use a Hellfire missile. But on this occasion they used ground troops to go in and target Abdul Rahman al-Uzbeki. So that is what we know about the operation so far, and we know that they chose to eliminate him because of his believed involvement in those Istanbul nightclub bombings.
And many people talking about the fact that Donald Trump has surrounded himself with very impressive or very respected military minds. A lot of operations are being launched. This is kind of what many people wouldn't have expected from this administration this early on.
It is an interesting question as to whether or not this is a change of tactic. I'm not sure it is. I think perhaps maybe we're hearing about it a little bit more. Donald Trump has given more responsibility to his generals at the Pentagon to deal with the so-called Islamic State and to get on with the job of, in his words, eliminating and obliterating the so-called Islamic State. He's given them more autonomy to make decisions, and these are the kind of decisions that he's making. What is clear is that this is an unpredictable operation, and that's one of the things that America is making clear to IS by this kind of raid. It's, look, we can do it, we had no casualties of our own, we can go in and take out your people. I think the other message here is to Turkey, because they need Turkey on side to help in the fight against IS. That's where most of their operations are based. So when it comes to showing solidarity with Turkey, taking out a man who is thought to have planned that nightclub attack on New Year's Eve in Istanbul will aid them in that fact.
BBC's Laura Bicker there.